We just have a quick question here from Khalid as well as Ellis. Khalid asking us how exactly we go about creating our COT report for the weekly COT report, and Ellis asking us how we can use this information in our trading. Now, there are usually three different categories in CFTC data that we would look at. The first one would be small speculators, then commercials, and then large speculators. Now, in terms of the positioning that we use, we look at the large speculators. Now, large speculators will normally be market players like investment banks, hedge funds, prop firms, and these are the large players in the Forex market that can really drive currency prices in the short term. And as a general rule, we want to be on the right side of these guys when we trade. Now, the way we calculate our report is by using the, as we said, the large speculators or the non-commercial data that we get from Metastock Zenith. Now, if I just quickly open up that data, just give me a second here, guys. Here we can see we have basically the CFTC report for all of the 8 majors. We have Euro, Yen, US dollar, Pound, Swiss franc, Kiwi dollar, CAD, as well as the Aussie. And the reports that we get from Zenith about the CFTC data, they basically get that from 2 places. The first one is CME and the other one is from ICE. Now, if we just compare this current net positioning to our report, we can see the Euro on this non-commercial net positioning is currently sitting on 74,247. And if we just compare that with our report for this week, we can see the Euro is also sitting on 74. Let me just increase that. We can see the Euro sitting on 74,247. Let's just take another example. Let's take the US dollar, currently sitting at 14,000 net long position. And then we can take a quick look at our report again and see the dollar sitting at 14,065 net long position. Now, the weekly change we have on this one is basically just the difference in contracts between this week and the prior week, which is quite simple to calculate. Now, how we can use this data in our trading. Firstly, we need to make sure that we read that you read our analysis section that we have every single week in this report to help you see exactly how we see that data playing out in terms of our fundamental biases for each of these currencies. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can use this data on a weekly basis. Firstly, you can use it as a way to confirm your current bias for a currency. So if we see an instrument, or let's say a currency has a very strong net long position, but you have a strong bearish bias, that can mean one of 2 things. Firstly, your bias might be incorrect, or it means that the market is wrongly positioned for that particular asset, and there's lots of room to the up or to the downside. So let's take the Euro as a good example. Of that, with the biggest net long position sitting at 74,000, our current fundamental bias for the Euro remains to the downside, remains bearish. So if we have a look at that, it means that there is lots of room to the downside for this position to be unwound for the Euro, which is why we can look for potential opportunities for any rallies in the Euro versus, let's say, something like the US dollar or any other stronger currencies to look for some potential downside trades. So that is one example that you can use it for. Then you can also use it for gauging, let's say, the sustainability of a trade. For example, if everybody is net short or net long on a currency, let's take the Euro as another example. If everybody is net long like they currently are, that means there is a sizable net short or net long position on that currency. In this case, for the Euro, it's a net long. Now, if something happens that suddenly changes the short-term fundamental, the short-term sentimental bias or the macro fundamental longer-term bias, then that is a trade that you can take and hold with lots more confidence because you know there's lots of unwinding that needs to take place for that particular currency. So let's take the Aussie dollar as an example. Currently, we're sitting with a contract of negative 31,000. So if something drastically happens in our current context, let's say they find a cure for the coronavirus, if we trade the Aussie dollar versus something like the, let's say, the Euro or the Yen, that is a trade that you can take and hold for a couple of days, couple of weeks even maybe, as we see that entire negative short position being unwound in the markets. Now, another thing that you can do if you don't have access to Zenith to get that data, there is a few useful websites that you can use. The first one there is cotbase.com, and cotbase.com basically gives you the exact same data. Now, again, the one that we use is the non-commercials or the large speculators. That'll be that green one. on the cotbase.com. So let's just compare this numbers with ours. Let's take a look at the euro. We can see the euro currently sitting at 74,247, and on our report we have that as 74,247. Let's take a look at the pound as another example. Okay, those two are a little bit close to each other, but let's see green sitting at 4,993, and we can see our pound is sitting at 4,993. So it's exactly the same data as the ones that we get on Zenith, and you can use that in terms of the COT base. So that's a couple of areas that you can look for that data, and that is how you can look to use that data in your trading on a weekly basis.